Welcome. It's round 4, and we're going to have some pretty good games this week, so it should be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Melly, are you looking forward to it? I think you're looking forward to it as well. Today I'm joined by Melly. I believe Melly will probably give me better input than what Coley and Stiff would. Melly might understand my jokes, where Stiff didn't. And unlike Coley, Melly hasn't come prepared, but that's okay. I don't mind. But let me go. I'll go ahead and start the preview of round 4. Some pretty good games this week. We've got a top of the table clash. We've got a couple of teams looking for their second wins. We've got some teams trying to find their first win. So it is all pretty exciting. And look, let's get to it. All right. So first of all, we'll start with last year's champions, Gods of Olympus versus Renegades, who last week got a very surprising win over me. At the moment, Gods of Olympus are sitting 7th, Renegades are sitting 4th, 1 win to 2 respectively. So this week, the changes, Michael's made a few changes to his team, such as bringing Kurt Tippett into full forward, Isaac Smith to half forward. I mean, as I said, these are squads as of tonight, Thursday. They may change. One thing he's not sure about at the moment, for understanding, I think he might want to change his forward line a bit, but he's still not sure. He's sticking with the same halfback in Shuey. Leuenberg was pretty good last week, and his midfield with Holly in your hands, he's going to stick with that as well. Whereas Stiff, he's made a couple of changes, one change really, and that was to the half forward line. He's brought in Jack Darling up against Richmond, because we all know Richmond's pretty crap. Tom Hawkins against Essendon should have a field day at full forward, and look, Aaron Hoare and Zach Merritt have been very, very good. Aaron Hoare as utility, Zach Merritt as halfback. He'll be hoping to get another 170 like he did from them last week. So if he can get that, mate, his Stiff's going on his way to a victory here. And Shane Mumford, he's up against Port Adelaide Low. He's been pretty crap, so we'll see what happens there. But that's that team. The projections for that game is Stiff's predicted to get 333, Michael's projected to get 328. So it could be a very, very close game if it goes off projections. At this stage, look, if Goldstein maintains his form from last week, then Michael scored 361 last week, and that would have smashed Stiff by 20 points. Interesting to see what his forward line will be, but at this rate, it's going to be a very close game, and I'll probably just stick with maybe Michael to get his second win on that one, because I think Stiff's the worst team in the competition. All right. Next game is I'm Rollin versus Maltese Falcons. Now, I'm Rollin at the moment are undefeated. Maltese Falcons haven't won a game. So this is 0-3 versus 3-0. So from what I understand, Coley sent me a message laughing and saying that Fenny's going to absolutely get his throat slashed this week. He's going to be no good. It's going to be 0-4, and his season's already over. 3-time champ, more time, 3-time chump. That's what Coley's been saying. So hopefully Fenny gets a win over there. Projections though, Coley 325 versus Fennick 316. Fennick's actually surprised Coley's projected so high, because from what I gather, Fennick says that Coley is the worst team ever in footy-wide. So we'll see what happens. Coley's love child, Chad Wingard, has come back into full forward. That's pretty much the only change. That and Grant Birch come into midfield against the Saints down in his hometown in Tassie, in Launceston, home state. Andrew Swallow looks to continue his dominance as a tackler, 23.7 averaging as a tackler at the moment, so that's pretty good there. Other than that, the rest of the team's pretty much the same. Looks like Stephen Martin got a reprieve because he got over 60 last week at utility, so Coley's kept him in there. Fenny's looked to make a few changes this week. Obviously, he's 0-3, so he needs to make a few changes. He's actually brought in the $1 million man, Tom Boyd. Now, whether he can live up to the hype of, he's on big money over there at Falcons, and, Falcons have paid a lot to get this franchise player in, but whether he can live up to it, I don't know. But Tom Boyd's going to start at full forward this week. Gunston stays where he is, Stevens stays where he is, and Gaff and Laird pretty much stay where they are. Gunston, Stevens, Gaff and Laird aren't changed for Phoenix, that's all right. He's trying Cruiser in the ruck this week, and he's actually going to put Patrick Cripps in at halfback. Cripps is leading the league in clearances just about, and he's getting lots of tackles. So that seems like a pretty good move. Hopefully he doesn't get too many handballs. And Armitage is going to move down to tackler. So that's what Fenning's doing there. As I said, projections there go for Coley And I'm probably going to stick with Cole to make it 4-0. Can't believe I'm saying it. Cole's going to be 4-0, which is disappointing, but we all know he chokes in finals, so that's okay. Next game is me, Arse Kickers United versus Seek and Destroy, our newcomer in Hayden Voss. Now, I'm projected for 339. I'm looking for my second win. Also looking for his second win is Vossi and Seek and Destroy. He's projected for 297. So if it comes to projections, I'm going to smash him. But as we know, you never know what's going to happen. He's sticking with the same four line in Jenkins and Dixon. I'm sticking with Stringer and Franklin. I'm going to bring in a bit of a wild card this week. I'm playing Cyril at utility because I love Cyril. I'm going to buff about Cyril. And he's keeping with Dangerfield. Now, Dangerfield's playing against Essendon, so who knows what's going to happen there. Midfield ain't going to change. In fact, let's be honest, Voss's team pretty much stays the same. Pritis at halfback, Zach Smith as the ruck, Quickstars as tackler. It's a pretty good side on paper, but it just depends on whether he's able to get it. So his team pretty much sticks to where it is. Me, as I said, Cyril's utility. I'm going to stick with Hannabury, and I've moved Zacharakis back in the midfield because I reckon I'm getting better options from there. What have I got? Nick Nat is going to kill in the ruck this week against Hampson, hopefully. Scotty Thompson, who can complain about him? And I'll change my tackle. I'll put Viney and then change and bring Ryan Griffin as a tackler. So, look, I think I'm going to smash him, as I think I'm going to win every week. All right. Next game is No Dumplins versus Jacob Jabronis. So, a few changes need to happen to this team here. No Dumplins is going to stick to his same four line, it looks like. He probably won't change it because they're actually not doing too bad. And he has scored over 300 in the last few weeks. However, his 300 projection of 309 isn't going to match Jacob Jabronis' projection of 352, which is a massive projection. So realistically, we'll see what happens there. But Eddie Betts and Steve Johnson, Pennybury Utilities. He needs to change his midfield. He's got Corey Enright in the midfield at the moment. Other than that, McAvoy comes in for Stanlands at the ruck. So that's a massive, big difference for him there. And he's brought in Zeeble, got 19 tackles last week. He's brought in Zeeble as a tackler this week. He needs to take, as I said, Corey Enright's not playing this week, so he needs to bring in someone else. His love child in Jared McVeigh is back in. You could also bring in Mitch Duncan or maybe move a Kieran Jack in the midfield there. Jabronis need to make a change as well. His team hasn't changed. He's kept the same team as last week, a team that's obviously scoring very high. Tom Lynch has been absolutely killing it, as are Sydney boys in Mitchell and Luke Parker. Montagna last week, 65 points in mid was absolutely awesome. But his tackler, Anthony Moles, needs to come out. He's been omitted from the Richmond squad, so he needs to take him out. His interchange at the moment is Bernie Mintz as well, so he needs to change him as well. Options there. Not many options to put his tackler in his team. He can maybe put Kobe Stevens from Western Bulldogs, or maybe go back to Sean Higgins. Oh, mate, Sean Higgins is a tackler. A little pretty boy himself. So, yeah. But let's be honest, Jabroni should absolutely kill it here and get what I believe will be his second win of the competition. And Dumplings will stay 0-4. So after this week, Falcons and Dumplings will be 0-4. All right. And now, the game of the round. Top two. Could you believe I would have been saying this 4 rounds ago? The top two after 4 rounds. Sugar Daddies, 3-0 versus Rangers Anonymous, 3-0. Mate, what a blockbuster. This is the Friday night blockbuster game that's shown on channels. It's shown broadcasting live over in China. This is absolutely massive game so early into the season. Could it be a grand final preview? Who knows? I think not. But anyway, let's have a look at the teams. Projections for Sugar Daddy, 349. Second best projected score of the competition at the moment. Against Rangers Anonymous, 317. So on projections, Sugar should actually kill this, but we'll see what happens. Kenner's not going to change his team. Kenner's team stays the same as it is all the time. And he's winning, so what does he need to change? The one change he might look at doing, perhaps, is Dane Zorko. Zorko could probably come out for, maybe he wants to play Liam Shields down in the wet in Tasmania as a tackler, but who knows what he'll do there. But Shields is back, and Shields was brought in as his main tackler, drafted by Fennick. See you later, Melly. Have a good day. All right. Thanks for making more sense than Coley in the preview. All right. And Sugar, well, he needs to make a change. Robert Murphy is no longer available. He's done his knee. He's out for the season. The likely changes for Sugar could possibly be Murphy for Murphy, bring in Mark Murphy in the midfield. He can also maybe move Gray into the midfield because Gray's going to be getting over 30 possessions a game. And if he moves Gray to the midfield, he can probably play Bontempelli or even Motlop as a full forward. So, in honesty, Sugars probably go 4-0. And after this week, I believe we'll have 2 teams undefeated in Sugar Daddies. We'll have 2 teams undefeated, I reckon. Sugar Daddies and Coley. And we'll have 2 teams that haven't won a game in Dasher and Fennec. So that's the preview done for this week. Everyone, it's been a good first few weeks after 3 rounds. Let's continue to be good. I just want to remind everyone that $50 is due. Let's try to get it paid early and not wait till the last minute like everyone normally does. If you can't, obviously, like someone like Kenneth doesn't like computers, but if you can put it to PayPal, send it to my email address, CHRISTOPARASKEVAS@hotmail.com. So if you can do that for me, that would be great. $50 entry fee. And yeah, let's get it paid, and so the winners can get paid straight away this year. So thank you, good luck, and good luck to everyone besides Bossy and Coley. Says.